If the future is the past, returning through another gate, then it seems appropriate that I take the time to display the canvas of my life by way of pictures at this time. You might say I didn't venture far from my birthplace at Emmanuel Hospital to our family's farm, just a stone's throw from 99W near Six Corners. As I progressed from wrangling chickens to showing beef cattle, playing the piano to clarinetist in a traveling high school German band, pretending to be a dog, to performing in South Pacific at a high school musical, the tiny hamlet of Sherwood remained my launching pad. Following in my father's footsteps, I ventured down to Oregon State University to pursue a degree in forest management and was thrust into the world of academia, spiced up by fraternity parties. Serving as the first lieutenant aboard the destroyer Turner Joy off the coast of North Vietnam after my first year in graduate school literally took me half a world away from my bucolic roots. In addition to Athlete's Foot, the Navy led me to Long Beach, California, and a chance meeting with a brown-eyed beauty recently graduated from UCLA. In honored naval fashion, I lost no time in convincing her that we were destined to wed under an arch of swords and to relocate to God's country. After securing an early out, we moved to Longview, and I started working for Weyerhaeuser. The next 2 decades seemed like a blur of perpetual demands, long hours, and sleep deprivation. Juggling 2 careers, 2 farms, and 4 kids kept both our noses to the proverbial grindstone. It seemed that we had just extricated ourselves from daycare, only to be swallowed into the financial black hole known as college tuitions. Seeing our kids firmly on the road to self-sufficiency in careers ranging from accounting to forest engineering and medicine to teaching has been cathartic. Our empty nest is currently comprised of 4-legged dependents. Selling my forest management business to disengage from 11 employees and over 35 contractors promised to afford me the time to devote my energies to developing logging systems to economically harvest small dimension timber. Being able to facilitate research for UC Davis, Oregon State University, and the state of Missouri masked the fact that beating brush is not an ideal pursuit for an older woodsman. Irregardless of age, it remains strangely gratifying to cut a tree in seconds and pulverize blackberries and Scotch broom. Regretfully, there is a decided disconnect between a wannabe retiree and having sufficient resources to actually be retired. Fortunately, over 16 years ago, Duke Ray Hansen offered me a get-out-of-jail-free card by sponsoring me as a Royal Rosarian. This afforded me the perfect excuse to shirk my duties on the farm in favor of marching in parades and mingling with like-minded extroverts. Sadly, my industrious spouse saw through this clever ploy and quickly equated being a Rosarian to goofing off in an ice cream suit. It was not until Duke Peter Glazer tapped me as Royal Gardener and launched us on a whirlwind tour of the Northwest that my wife's eyes were opened to the advantages of more expansive shopping venues. Joining forces enabled us to jointly experience the thrill of providing unpaid storage, untrained floral expertise, volunteer float hauling, and reliable delivery and cleanup services. We have now progressed to the status of fledgling event and leadership gurus. Although I still reside in Sherwood, my life has taken me on a most unexpected path. I know that this year will be both of triumphs and near misses. Throughout it all, both Bobby and I pledge our time and talent and support to this century-old organization. May we unite with our fellow members to embrace the challenges and necessary changes that the next century holds in store.